Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. And we have a really special one for you today.
Yeah.
All about our composting toilet and how much we like it.
Yeah. We've had questions about that. So
we have.
Hopefully this will answer some of your questions on how it was built, how we use it, how we like it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, we've had a few questions asked about our composting toilet. So we're going to show you what we use right now and how we do it. Okay, so this yellow container, or this black and yellow container, it holds our compost medium. Now we buy it from Tractor Supply, and it lasts for so long. And it's actually little pellets. It turns into sawdust really easily, but it's little pellets that you put in horse stalls. And you can see what they look like right there. And I put 3 of them. Now, of course, my container is a 5-gallon bucket, but I put 3 of these in here. And this had gotten wet. That's why there's some sawdust in here. Usually it's just pure pellets. But 3 of those will take care of our toilet for a week, our composting toilet. Now, you can see we have an awful lot left in there. And you fill this up with 1 bag of these pellets for horse stalls. We got them from Tractor Supply.
It's a 40-pound bag.
It's a 40-pound bag, and it costs about $4.
5 or 5, maybe.
Maybe
5 or 6.
For
I don't
something
know.
Anyway, I think. So that's it. That takes care of our compost toilet. Now, what you have to remember is that these are very, very hard compressed. There's no glue or anything. It's just compressed really hard. They look really shiny from all the pressure that they went under. So we're going to go inside. We're going to put a little bit of water in here. Actually, on this Rudy's cup, I actually put the water up to about here, about a little over 3/4 of it. Put the water in there, just mix it up, and in 5 minutes, it's ready. And it expands so much. It's just amazing. And it has been by far the best medium we've used. We've tried peat moss, we've tried coconut coir, and this is the one that we like the best. What I do is I fill this up to about here. Okay. And then it's just real easy. Debbie, you can sit down right there. Okay, I just pour the water in, and it'll look like a lot of water at first, but it's not. And you just stir it around. You want everything to get, the outsides of all those little pellets to get wet is what you're looking for. So you just stir it until everything looks like it's wet, and all the water, you can see the water's almost completely soaked up already. But these will continue, I keep doing it a little bit more, these will continue to break down. And in a few minutes you can still see that there's a lot of pellets, but in just a few minutes they'll all be gone. You don't have to keep stirring at this point. It's basically done. And because I've got the water all spread out. Okay, now you can see as I do it though, it's just turning more and more into sawdust. Just more and more. So that means it's almost ready to go in, and that was so easy and so quick. So just stir it up to get any moist stuff down in there up on the top, and it'll just, there's not much moist stuff in there now. It's just about all done. So you can see that that's mainly sawdust now. Debbie's very uncomfortable with me showing the poop removal, but I think some of you should see this if you plan on having a composting toilet. Now, I set mine up so that I've got a little latch there, so it's all latched now. And for me, it's just really simple. Open up a trash can, and I usually, before I put it in the big trash can, I usually double bag it. But right now I'm just using a single bag, and I just put it over, right over the bucket, and then I pick the bucket up. It's as simple as that. Now when I turn it upside down, it's basically done right there. Now the little the little deal inside, I will pull that out, put it back in here, set it right back in there, and it's ready to go again. It's not, and by the little deal, I mean the little propeller that I made. And of course, this unit came out of the inside of a old refrigerator. It's the ice dispenser motor is what I used on this. So basically that's done, and I'll fill it up with that new compost as soon as I clean it up and everything. Okay, and I usually spray out the inside of it or wash it out and spray a little Pursue disinfectant or some Clorox or whatever, clean out the inside of it before I start the cycle again. I do that once a week. Okay, so we use Pursue spray. It's just a disinfectant, and we just spray the inside of this each time I wash it out. And I don't do this every week. Sometimes I just exchange the product depending, and probably about every 2 to 3 weeks I'll go ahead and clean this bucket out. And then that does it right there. Now I can set it down inside of here. I also just spray a little bit in there, and then we also pour some liquid Pursue down into our urine tanks.
And there's the little fan over there.
Yeah.
That's vented up to the top of the...
And you can see it running.
Yeah. Well, I also have these Clorox wipes that I use and to disinfect this part. I just like to keep it good and clean. It gets kind of stained right there around this part, but it's okay. It doesn't show. Here we go. This is the
urine diverter.
Urine diverter.
And the urine diverter comes from?
Kildwick.
Kildwick in England.
In England is where we got it. And it was about $80 or so, but that's what really keeps your composting toilet from having odor, is the fact that you separate the liquids from the solids.
Okay, so now down in the bottom of this you can see I built this little, and this has all been disinfected. So I built this little deal and it fits right down in there, and away we go. So that's what...
so he has a switch on the wall.
Okay, there is a switch right here.
There's a switch right there on the wall.
Turn it off.
That when you have solids in there, you just turn that switch on.
And the solids just sink.
And when they're all covered up, then you just turn the switch off. So now he's going to go ahead and put the sawdust in there.
And that's it.
Yep. And we probably, like Jim said, for 2 adults, we change it once a week. However, we probably wouldn't have to. I mean, we could wait at least 10 days before we changed it, but we just like to keep it changed and free moving and all that kind of stuff.
And
so,
I don't know how this will work, but we're going to do an experiment. We're going to drop this in.
Okay.
This is an empty bottle, and we'll show you what happens. Whoa, it's gone. And then that starts turning it into compost. Isn't that great?
That's great.
Just undo it. Put this down. Ta-da!
Ready to go. And in case anybody wants to see the urine diverter from the inside, this is the way it looks. And what we do is each time after somebody uses the bathroom, we just take a tissue and wipe it out, and then spray it with, this is some essential oils mixed in with it, and then we'll take that and wipe it again and throw the paper towel in the trash can right there that has a lid on it, and we don't have any odor right here. So hey everybody, I just wanted to add that in comparison to a water toilet like you have in your house, I like this much better. I feel like there's less odor, and part of the reason is probably because of the fan that Jim has in there that's mounted, so it takes all the air out and the odor, so it's less odor to me than a water toilet. Certainly uses a lot less resources and is certainly beats a black tank. We love it. How do you feel about it?
I think it's another great day on the homestead, as
On the homestead.
Art of Art and Bree would say.
Yeah, we're no longer going to be on the and about how our getting on the road is going.
It's going great.
Yeah.
And we're getting really close now. I'm starting to feel real excited about it. So things are looking good, and it's not going to be very long till we're on the road. I'm still helping Chris with his bus, and then we'll be out of here. Until next time, life is a joy.